Hi, how are you? It's Travis in here, and welcome back to our adventures in Azeroth. Last episode, we slayed some robots for Hansel Heavy Hands. Today, we are going to finish off the final quest that he has for us. Incendisaurs, whatever Saurs is more like it. Bunions, lad. Me bunions got bunions. How am I supposed to do any sort of killing with me feet in such disarray? That's why you're going to help. Strange and Bernadette tasked me to kill these things so they can get some expeditionary team down into the slag pit lava pools to do some exploring. Supposedly some incendisaurs or some such nonsense down there causing all kinds of problems. Now move along and don't come back till the incendisaur population be extinct. They gotta get this guy out of here. He's clearly not fit for the Searing Gorge. We're also gonna do a quest for Master Smith Bernadette. Keeps on mooning us. When that bastard Maltorius left our clan, he left with something more valuable than a pristine arcane crystal. A recipe for fiery flux. I'd bet anything that the recipe was part of the deal in his new promotion against the Dark Irons. I want you to get our secret plans back, Travis. I'm sure they're somewhere near Maltorius, deep inside the slag pit. Alright, so we're going to pick up another quest here since it lines up well. The quest we just picked up. Wanted Overseer Maltorius by order of His Eminence, Overseer Oilfist, the rogue Thorium Brotherhood agent and newly hired commander of the Dark Iron Slag Pit crew of the Cauldron. Overseer Maltorius is to be killed and his head brung back as proof of the deed. Seek Lookout Captain Lolo Longstriker for the reward on this bounty. Alright, so let's go out and help these guys. We'll head back down to the cauldron and the slag pit. We'll see what's going on down there. And yeah, there seems to be a lot of discussion about Wrath of Lich King lately, and one of the topics that I see keep coming up is how you should level. Really, I think that's just up to you. You know, everybody has, different goals in the game, and some people want to level fast, some people want to enjoy the immersion, some people are a little mix of both. And you keep hearing about what's faster, dungeon leveling or leveling via quests. And at the moment, there's some people going that dungeon leveling is faster, and then we have some others that are saying questing is. And I'll tell you from experience, dungeon grinding is not a lot of fun. So if you're doing it, you're clearly doing it just to, hopefully get to the destination you want to get to faster, which is max level. Alright, so let's deal with Overseer Maltorius here. We gotta get buffed up. We're going in. I don't know why they call him a rogue when this guy casts shadow bolts. Kind of like what is he, like a rogue shadow priest or shadow rogue? Yeah, there you go, finished him off. Let's take his head. We'll deal with his lookout. And we will pick up the secret plans. Looks kind of cool, I guess. Let's use that. We got the secret plans, and we got Maltorius' head pretty damn quick there. That's why I think it's two great quests to do together. And now we're going to go deal with some incendisaurs. But yeah, I plan on probably leveling solo. That's my idea. Like, I want to. I've done dungeon farming before. Try to get 60 as fast as I could. Wow, look at that. We got got a rogue with 2 glaives run through here. What a nice guy. He's a troll, too. We got the house key. Damn, I'm jealous of this guy. Is he troll rogue? Yeah, it's like the best race for PvE, too, because you get a berserking, which is a haze buff. And he's got both glaives. Looking cool. I only got one still. I don't know if I'm gonna get the other one, guys. Hope it drops. Okay, so let's drop down here. And we'll make our way over to the Incendosaurus, just down over here. But yeah, I don't recommend dungeon grinding. Another thing that sucks about it is you have to you're with the group. If you guys get along with each other, that's great. Hopefully you do. That's like a big thing, because you're going to be playing with each other for over 100 hours in the next like 3-4 days. So you better get along, and you have to commit to a schedule for the dungeon group, which is something I don't really like either, because something can happen within those 3 to 4 days. Emergency can come up, and then that like ruins your group, and somebody might be late. You gotta wait for them. I just think leveling solo is great, because you can just keep going and going and going, depending on how much time you got. And I think dungeon leveling is only better if it gives you a significant edge over over like solo leveling. Like, so in TBC, it gave a pretty significant edge. One, while you were dungeon leveling with the group, you were also gaining a lot of rep, and you were getting all your reps completed while you were leveling. Now that's like, being like, doing two things at once, which is great. And then also, if you don't finish the quest, and this also applies to Wrath of the Lich King, when you hit max level, you actually get more gold from the quests. You get 6 extra copper per experience, supposedly, per quest. So you can turn questing after you hit max level into like a gold farm. So there's some positives there. The thing is, in Wrath of the Lich King, really the only positive is you'll have some gear ready for heroic dungeons. Like, you'll be geared pretty well because you're doing a lot of dungeons. And I guess that's okay. The thing is, like, when you're like, 78, you could start doing dungeons and prep for that. Maybe 77. I don't really see that as much of an advantage. And you're actually behind on your reps in Wrath, because you actually don't you need to have it to like buy a tabard to dungeon grind, and to get that tabard you need to be friendly with the faction. So to get friendly with the faction, you usually have to do quests to do that. So that's +1 for questing. So the only way I see Wrath being worth it for dungeon leveling is only if the experience gained is significantly better. And that's probably why I'm going to level solo. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I think it would be cool if I filmed my rogue leveling. I think that would be fun. Even though I'm going to be like pretty damn sweaty, and I won't be... Because I'm going to be trying to level quick, because our guild will most likely want to get like a week 1 Nax clear, and I want to be a part of that. But it would be cool to film all of it, and then I could release it after. Thing is, it won't be like this format though. It won't be like, "Hi, how are you? It's Travis in here." It'll mostly just be just me leveling. I'll be picking up quests pretty damn quick. I won't be reading them. And I'll be using a lot of add-ons to help me. So like, I'll be using Questy, I'll be using like as many resources as I can just to speed it up. And the main reason why I want to do that is because I want to be in the group that does Nax Ramus week 1. And I think I would help the guild out a lot if I did that, because rogues are really good phase 1. Not as good as DKs, but they're pretty damn good. DKs are really strong. A lot of AoE damage. It's going to be a lot of fun playing DK and Wrath. I can't wait for Wrath. Honestly, can't wait. Also plan on leveling Flag Carrier up in Wrath. He'll get his he'll get his turn. Got to get him up to 80. And I also plan on doing a fresh server character. I think that would be fun too. Oh, I kind of want to experience the fresh server. I hope it's good. I hope it's faction balanced too. And knowing North America, that really like Horde, so I think my plan will most likely be to go Alliance. That might be what I do. And then I get to experience, you know, the Alliance side of Wrath of the Lich King as well. Because I'll be seeing a lot of Horde side through my Druid Flag Carrier and my Rogue. And then we got to get these guys up. But I think there's a good chance we get the Paladin and the Shaman to 70 before Wrath comes out. If that 50% comes out soon, and if it gives me like a month or two of 50% extra XP, should easily get 70 by then, I think. Because I think if it would take me around like 60 episodes, around there, if there's 50% extra XP. Maybe like 60 to 70 to level from 60 to 70. It's kind of interesting. They're kind of the same number. So yeah, 60 to 70 episodes to level from 60 to 70 if we get the 50% buff. Because it took me around, I think like 120 to 140 episodes to get Flag Carrier. From 60 to 70. I think these guys will probably be much faster if they get that buff. I think we got to get to 60 first. That's going to take some time. We're almost 54, and that's going to be good. I think that'll be a good time to head over to Angora Crater as we do that. Yeah, it's cool seeing people play the Wrath beta. It's getting me a little excited. Honestly, can't wait for Wrath. I was talking about this with my guild. I honestly think Classic is my favorite at the moment. And then I ranked Classic over TBC. And I know for 100% I'm going to think Wrath is better than TBC. Like, I enjoyed TBC, but I won't enjoy it as much as Wrath and Classic. And I'm interested to see if I'll actually like Wrath more than Classic, but we'll see. Wrath's pretty damn good. I think it's just a better version of WoW than TBC. The dual spec is something I really enjoy. Because I think it's really lame of having to pay, like, you know, 50 gold. Which is not cheap, just to, you know, change your spec. I know at the beginning it's not like that, but it builds up over time and eventually it just sticks to 50 gold per reset, so. I'm happy they got rid of that with dual spec. It would be cool if they went into, if they actually do Cataclysm, if they keep talent trees. So I believe that's when they get rid of talent trees, right? Isn't Cataclysm? Or was that Mist of Pandaria? I think it's Cataclysm that they get rid of talent trees. And the choices become a little bit more baseline. I'd have to look that up. I honestly could look it up right now. Let's just see. Music's going to be off for a bit. Talent trees. Cataclysm. My bad, guys, for ruining the immersion there for a second. I just want to see what the talent calculator looks like. Oh, they do have talent trees. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's probably Mist of Pandaria. Yeah, Cataclysm's pretty good, man. I think that's when the game really started falling off. Was when they got rid of talent trees, and I'm happy they're bringing them back. Maybe I'm just overhyping talent trees a little too much. But it was nice to be able to, you know, switch it up, even though some things aren't, you know, meta and they're not, like, you know, efficient and the best abilities you can take. Sometimes it's cool just to switch it up sometimes. Just for fun. Alright, so there we go. We got 20 out of 20 in Centaur Slain. Now we are going to head back. It's pretty damn quick. We're just slugging through all these guys. And the cool thing about talent trees is you can mix, you know, elemental with enhance. You can mix, you know, enhance with restoration or restoration with elemental. That's for shamans. For paladins, you know, you can mix holy with protection, protection with retribution. I always thought that was kind of cool. There's this druid spec that is a mix of the balanced druid tree and the restoration tree, and it's called Dream State Druid. So pretty much you're a healer, but you have a little bit more utility. Like your healing's not as good, but you bring more utility to the raid, which allows you, the guild, to not bring a boomkin. So pretty much you're a resto druid that does the job of a resto druid and a boomkin. And mostly the job of a boomkin is to put up improved fairy fire. So that's what you're doing, and you're just spelling a lot too. I think that's the cool thing about talent trees. Can bring interesting like specializations like that. Alright, so I think we should get a good chunk of XP here. Turn in 3 quests. We get a bar and a half per quest. Could potentially be pretty damn close to getting level 54. Oh, Dragonflight's good. I know I keep talking about talent trees, but I think that's like one of the biggest announcements of that game was bringing back talent trees. It's another step of the game coming back to its roots. They did that in Shadowlands with class identity. They brought back class buffs. So it's a little bit more bringing the class instead of the player, which was taken away from the game a while ago. And now they're going back even more to the classic style by bringing back talent trees. So, and the talent trees look cool. They're pretty damn cool. And we'll see how it goes. I hope it's good. I think it's going to be a good expansion. I don't think it'll be better than Legion. Maybe it will be. I don't know. But I think it'll be better than Shadowlands and BFA. Even though that's not a... Really, that's not like a hard thing to do. Alright, what the flux? Did you find the plans? I hope you kicked the teeth in too. Traveling Ragnaros knows he deserved it. Now we can get down to business. Alright, so there we go. Got a little XP there. Oh, me aching feet. I figured since you didn't have a loofah. Alright, so we got a loofah now. Let's make sure we sell that. Just gets rid of a bleed effect. It's not really that big of a deal. Yeah, removes one bleed effect. Will not work on bleeds cast by enemies over level 60. So it doesn't work in TBC. Can't you see I'm busy? What hick is it? Yeah, be wantin' hick. I never thunk I'd be looking at this ugly mug again. He actually looks better without the rest of him attached. Here's your reward, hick, Blood Elf. Alright, so I guess we'll take this vest and we'll sell it. Good. There we go. We got a bunch of XP. We're 2 bars away from 53, so we didn't get as much XP as I thought we would. So we will be on the lookout to get more next episode. Hopefully next episode we can actually get 54. Is this soulbound? No. Got this dark iron scraps. Don't need any of that. I think we're good to go here, guys. Well, that is going to be the end of today's episode. Next episode, we will continue questing in Searing Gorge. I think we have a couple more quest chains, or at least one more quest chain to check out before we leave. But as always, thanks for watching. Keep your heads up. Later.